This video we will discuss example for each data type. So again we need to create one package. The package name is com.edgetesting.datatypes. So this is the package. So now within this particular package we can start creating example for each data type. The first example is byte data type. Byte data type demo. So in this example, we are focusing mainly on how to declare the byte variable, how to assign value into a byte variable, how to print value stored in a byte variable. We'll discuss on these things. So which one means byte data type. So now we are declaring a variable byte x is equal to 25. Okay, now we are printing this particular value. We are printing this particular value x. So as soon as if we can execute, it displays the value called 25. The same way, we can assign one more value. X is equal to, okay, we can assign 30. Again, if we can try to print x value, in the second time, it shows the value as 30. So in this way, we can declare the byte variable, we can assign the value into a byte variable, and we can print it, and we can assign different value into a byte variable. Okay, this is the example of byte data type. The second one we will discuss about short data type. So again, we should define main method, because main method is the entry point. So here we can discuss about short. So x is equal to, we can declare the value called 10. And again we can try to print the same value. As soon as if we can execute, the x displays the value called how much means it prints the value called 10. And again for the next line, if you record means you can assign a different value for the same short variable. So similar way we can discuss one more variable called int data type demo. So we need main method, because main method is the entry point. Again data type is int data type. So we can declare a variable int a is equal to 50. Now we can try to print the value stored in a variable, integer variable a. So now if we can execute, so it displays the value called 50. So if it is required, so again we can able to assign a value called 75. So now we can learn one more variable called long data type demo. So in this particular source file, we should define public static void main method, because main is a entry point. So we need to declare the variable long x is equal to 100 L. Okay, now we can try to print the value in a variable. So it displays the value called 100. So the L represents, the suffix L represents this value from data type called long. So again the same variable we can assign one more new value called 200. Again we can print the value, we can able to print it. So this is the way we can able to declare the all integer data types and you can assign. But one observation here, at any point you can't able to make it as a, you can't able to redeclare the variable one more time. If you can try to do, it gives compilation error. You can assign value n number of times. See, it was clearly telling variable x is already defined in the method. You can't able to redefine one more time, or you can't redeclare one more time. You can assign value. You can assign different value. Yes, it will accept, but you can't redeclare the variable. The next one we can discuss the decimal data type, that is called as a float. And we can specify main method. Main is the entry point, float data type. Now we can take one example. Float a is equal to 10.75. Okay, we can try to print the value a. So now if we can try to execute, so what is the purpose? It is not working properly means, so some based on some compiler, okay, it expecting suffix as f. Okay, sometimes it will accept, and some it's depending upon the version of the Java, but some of the version, so it won't accept, but sometimes it will accept. So now it is showing 10.75. So the same variable you can assign one more value called 15.125 f. So again, if you can try to print the value, so it was showing the respective value. The next one called double data type demo. So we need to define the main method, double data type. So now we can declare one variable double d is equal to 10.125. So now we can declare we can print the value stored in that particular variable as out. So d, as soon as we can run, it displays the value stored in a variable called d. The same variable you can change it during the runtime. So you can make it as a 100.75. Again, if you can try to print, the new value will be stored. Okay. The next one we can discuss about, we can learn one more variable called Boolean. So we need to specify the main method. In the main method, we can declare a variable Boolean data type. We can declare the variable Boolean. So we can take bool is equal to true. Now, if we can print the variable value stored in a variable, so it shows true only. And one observation here, the value true should not be surrounded by either single quote or double quotes. It should not surrounded by anything. So the same bool variable we can assign one more value, false. Again, if we can try to print bool, again if we can run it, it displays the corresponding value. Yes, the first output it is showing as a true. Yes, we are assigning the true value. In the second line we are assigning the false. That is the reason the second output it shows as a false only. The next example we can learn character data type. We need to specify main method and try to provide meaningful class name. So now char ch is equal to, we can provide y, and again we can try to print the value of ch. As soon as if we can execute, it shows value called y. The same variable, we can change the value, okay, n. Again, if we can try to print the value, it shows the corresponding value. It displays the current value, it will displace. So next one, we can learn an example. We can perform an example called derived data type. The derived is nothing but a string data type demo. So we should specify the main method, and it is string data type. We can say it is a string is a class, it comes under the derived data type. So now we are specifying string s is equal to, so sg. So we are specifying one name. So now we are printing this corresponding value. So as soon as we can execute, it shows sg software testing. So the same variable, we would like to assign a different value. What is the different value? We need to provide instead. Again, if we can try to print the value, so during the runtime, we can change the value stored in a variable. Okay. So in this video, we have learned what example for each data type, including the primitive and as well as the derived data type. Okay. Thank you.